welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being willing to talk about this, because I think some people would go, oh my gosh, you did not even have cancer.
Right.
Tell us about that decision.
So when I was younger, growing up, I had like a lot of cysts in my breast, and they were painful. After a couple of visits to different, breast doctors, I kind of just let it go. But I moved from different communities, so I lived in a economically disadvantaged community, and when I moved to what I would say is, middle class area, I started visiting different doctors at Piedmont, which one of the doctors recommended that I do a genetic testing because of my family history.
So what did the genetic testing reveal?
That I had a 58% chance of getting breast cancer from a gene mutation called PALB2.
How old were you at that time when you got those results?
20.
Oh my goodness.
Like 26.
So what did you think instantly? Did that scare you?
It was an immediate scare, and so my aunt that raised me, since my mother died when I was 7, I talked to her about it, and she was completely against going to, to do anything. She said, God says that if it will happen, it will, and so I kind of waited. I put it off for many years, many more years after that.
And going through that process, were you afraid in those years? Were you always getting mammograms? Tell me what that period of time was like in between.
Yeah, so I had to get mammograms twice a year, but I continued to get the cysts, which they were all benign, but I did have a few biopsies. And after the last one, which was like, I had a cyst that was like a golf size.
Yeah.
I was like,
we're done with this.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Okay, so and now you're very happy with the results.
I am.
And cancer-free.
Yes, I am.
This sounds like something that I have to imagine some people like Auntie were like, baby, no, we're not doing all that, right? Dr. Gore, tell me, how is this something that more women are opting for?
Absolutely, especially with an extensive family history. Some people go ahead and get genetic testing without anything ever being wrong, or if the family member that had breast cancer got genetic testing and theirs was positive, it usually prompts other family members to do it. And so this is very common, and I think it's an amazing proactive way to take hold of your health. So,
and I know you said family history isn't the, necessarily an indicator, but if you get those kind of results, 58%, is it pretty safe to assume the trajectory could go in that direction? So
absolutely,
it's legitimate to think, let me just go ahead and eliminate the source.
And the most common genetic mutation responsible for breast and ovarian cancer is the BRCA gene mutation, and that's even higher. It's around 70–80%. You are almost guaranteed to get a breast cancer diagnosis at some point. So if you can do it and get the surgery prophylactically before anything is ever wrong, I think that's the best position to be in.
Wow. So I think what's cool is that when it's all said and done, even though a young woman, when it's all said and done, I mean, we're talking about a mom with 4 children now. And I think some people will think, oh my goodness, but can we talk about what breastfeeding looks like? It doesn't, right? But there's no regret here as we look at pictures of you with your beautiful family.
Yeah, so no regrets there. I mean, every now and again, I think about breastfeeding, but for the most part, I'm glad to just still be here. So no question about it. Once 58% chance is a lot. So
yeah, for sure.
I just made a decision to just do it, and it's also very hard to have the conversation with women that had breast cancer versus people that didn't.
Right. And we should point out the beautiful little bundle that was in the photo is now out here, healthy, beautiful baby girl, brand new. So congratulations there. Tracy, when you have these conversations quickly, this is encouraging for you. This sounds like a sense of affirmation and taking power, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because it's a choice, and I had to get an advocate, my doctor, to get the BRCA test.
Oh, wow.
Because I have 2 daughters, I wanted to know if I carried a gene.
Right. So I imagine both of you spend a lot of time sort of encouraging women to do this.
Absolutely.
Getting the test.
Absolutely.
All right. Wonderful. All right.